There's a kind of weight that doesn't show up on any scale. The mental load of caring. It's the running list in your mind that never turns off. Medications, appointments, meals, bills, moods. It's invisible to most, but it's incredibly heavy to carry. This is Karma Caregivers, the podcast for those who care deeply for others and are learning to create space for themselves too. Today's episode is called The Mental Load of Caring, Clearing the Clutter. I'm your host Lydia, and in today's episode, we'll explore the unseen burden of the mental load and how to begin clearing the clutter, one thought at a time. The mental load isn't just about doing, it's about remembering, planning, anticipating. It's the never-ending background process that keeps you awake at night, replaying what's next. And for many of us, the mental load doesn't arrive slowly. Sometimes it lands all at once. When I became my mother's caregiver, it wasn't a gradual shift. I'd already been handling her affairs and well-being from a distance, but once the dementia diagnosis came, everything changed. Suddenly, I was moving states, leaving behind a prosperous and fulfilling life and stepping into a new role almost overnight. What I wasn't prepared for was the sheer mental overload. Where was she going to live? Bills, logistics, hospital staff, medical decisions, local council, family conversations. It very quickly consumed my entire mental space, and it challenged my resilience in ways I hadn't expected, because I still had my own family and my own needs calling for attention too. It's okay to admit this is a lot. You're not a failure for feeling overwhelmed. You're human, and your mind deserves moments of rest just as much as your body. So let's take a brief moment for a quiet breath. Take a breath in and out. Let's start to think about what you're holding right now. And I'm not just talking about physically, but mentally and emotionally. Maybe it's responsibility, uncertainty, fear of forgetting something important, or the pressure to keep everything stable for everyone else. When I was launched into caregiving so suddenly, I didn't realize how much I was holding until it began spilling over. Overwhelm, mental fatigue, confusion, exhaustion. The mental clutter was constant, and when the mind is cluttered, the heart gets tired too. Simply naming what you're carrying can help loosen its grip. Awareness is the first act of self-care. Let's take a moment together, just to pause. And you don't need to fix anything right now. You don't need to remember anything. You don't even need to think ahead. If it's safe to do so, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath rise and fall. Take one breath in and let it out. Now another. Inhale softly and exhale without effort. With each breath, notice what it feels like to simply be. No list, no load, just you breathing. If thoughts come in, let them pass like clouds. There's nothing you have to hold on to, nothing to get it right. Notice your feet and feel your feet grounded. Feel your body supported by the chair, the floor, the earth. You're being held too. Now let's take one more breath together. Inhale, calm. And exhale, release. Now gently return to this moment. Open your eyes if they were closed. Let your mind settle. Let your body arrive. You've just given yourself a gift, a moment of presence. And it counts. Even the smallest pause holds power. Now, if you can, take out a notebook or open the Notes app on your phone and write this prompt. What I'm holding right now is... When you try to do this, try to list freely. No editing, no judging. Let everything surface. You can complete the list after this episode. You may be surprised by how much lives in your mind's storage. Sometimes writing it down is enough to stop the looping. Aim to end your list with, today I choose to let go of. Even if it's only one small thing. So here's a small but powerful exercise. When you finish your list, you can draw 3 circles and label them with these 3 questions. What's mine to carry? What's mine to share? And what's not mine at all? When you sort your thoughts this way, you begin to see that not everything occupying your mind actually belongs to you. Some things can be delegated, postponed, outsourced, or released. This isn't neglect, it's clarity. When I first stepped into caregiving, I carried everything, every reminder, every form, every emotional thread, every what if. I thought that being a good caregiver meant holding it all in my head, but it wasn't sustainable. There came a point where overwhelm crept in from every side. I had to stop, take stock, and draw on the strategies and practices that I now share in this episode. The moment I wrote things down, the moment I asked for help, the moment I realized that carrying everything alone wasn't strength, but burnout waiting to happen. That's when my breath finally came back. Managing the mental load isn't about being more productive. It's about being more humane and compassionate with yourself. Let's reset with another breath and an affirmation together. Inhale slowly. And exhale gently. Say quietly to yourself, I can lay down what no longer serves me. I create space in my mind for calm and clarity. As you move through your week, notice when your mind feels crowded and remind yourself you don't have to hold it all alone. And if you feel like you need more support, check out the show notes for the Care Command Journal, your go-to resource. as well as the Karma Caregiver series to support you and your mind in your caregiving role. Thank you for listening to Karma Caregivers. Until next time, take a deep breath, write it down, and remember, letting go is not giving up. It's creating room to breathe.